Hey, welcome back, Vipers. I'm Paulo, and today I'm here to give you guys a tutorial. Okay, today I'm going to show you guys how to do a build. I'm anxious to show you guys this thing. This is amazing. Okay, let me explain first. The Velocity RDA. Okay, everybody has it. I mean, everybody that vapes has to have a Velocity RDA. Everybody talks about it, but I'm unlucky at a point of being in Europe. And every time I saw the Velocity tank on or a Spain shop, yeah, mostly I order from Spain. In a Spain shop, every time I would go to order, he'd get it on that day, and that day it would be out of stock. So I never got it. I only have the Velocity RDA, the RDA, about a month now. A month and a half. I haven't had it longer than that. Yeah, it's about a month and a half that I have had it. And I did the builds that I see on reviews on YouTube. You know, dual builds, one on each side. Or I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, the vertical coils on the Velocity tank, they don't work for me because the juice doesn't go all the way up. The deck is too high, so I don't get juice to go all the way up to the cotton that fast. So you can't chain vape on a vertical coil. It doesn't work for me. So you do the horizontal, right? One side and on the other side, because it has to be dual, because you have the open slots on one side and the other. So usually you do a dual build, right? Okay, on this Hobo version 2, it's only 2 post holes. You can do a single coil build because I can close off the airflow on one side and only leave the other one open. Or I can do the dual build. So I started messing around with this thing. This has a really small deck, and to do coils, horizontal coils, one on each side, the deck is really small. I thought it was a pain in the ass. So I came up with a new idea that I hope you guys are going to enjoy it, and I think you guys will, because it's going to give you, first, double the airflow you had before on a single coil. Okay, it's one coil. You're going to have double the airflow. So double the airflow, you're going to have double the vapor production, and if you have double vapor production, consequently you're going to have more if you close off the airflow, like I have halfway. You're going to get more flavor off of it. Let me take one more hit off of this Hobo. This is a single coil, guys, so let's not waste more time. Let's get down to personal, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. See you guys. Okay, guys, so before we start making the build, let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? This is the Hobo version 2 by Tobacco. It costs about $13 or $14. Okay, really nice little Addy. Looks sharp on the mod. But it's a 2-post hole, or 2 posts RDA, okay? Just like the Velocity, except the Velocity has 4 holes on the 2 posts. This one only has 2 holes on 2 posts, okay? So I'm using a single coil. And this is what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can explain. When you guys build your coils, okay, on the 3 post holes, you have 3 posts, right? One here, and one here. You have to build a coil here and build a coil here, like this way, horizontally, right? This only has 2 post holes. You got the positive and the negative, or vice versa. I'm not seeing it from this side, but whatever. You have a positive and a negative, that's it. And you, on a Hobo, you have a really small deck, right? And you usually have to build or a single coil on one side, and then you have to adjust your airflow to have an opening only on one side. Or you build another coil here and another coil here. This way, okay, you pass through the middle of the 2 post holes. You have 2 airflow slots open with 1 single coil. You get airflow coming in from here. You get airflow coming in from here. And your vapor comes out through the middle right here. Okay, what does that mean? A lot more airflow for your coil, a lot more vapor production, and consequently a lot more flavor. Okay, so let's get started and let's build our coil. Okay, my friends, so here we have the Velocity RDA. I never did a review on this because so many people had done reviews on it, and every time I wanted to buy it, it was always out of stock. And I finally got it, like, I don't know, a month ago. Can you believe that? This is a clone. It's made by Tobacco also, okay? I got this one in the Hobo version 2 from a company called Spain Cigar ES. on the internet, they're in Spain. Okay, but yeah, your local shop should have your velocity. Everybody has a velocity tank or a velocity RDA. If you don't have one, you should really get one because these things are awesome. And I'm really enjoying the hobo. Look at the size of the hobo compared to the velocity, okay? Anything that has only 2 post holes, you guys can do the build that I'm going to show you, okay? So let's get started. 2 post holes, but as you can see on the velocity, you have 4 holes, but we're only going to be using the bottom holes, okay? To build our coil. So what you're going to need first, wire. You can use your Canthal wire, you can use nickel wire, I mean, you can use titanium wire, you can use anything you want. I mean, I'm going to be using twisted wire, okay? This twisted wire is from Ude, and here's the measurements if you guys want to see it, right up here, okay? And yeah, so it's twisted wire. Right there. So we're going to cut a little. This is more than enough. Okay. Like I said, you can use Canthal wire. I've already used Canthal. I like using 24 gauge, but it depends. If you want lower ohms, go for the 24 gauge or 22 gauge. If you guys want higher ohms, go for the 26 gauge, okay? This is going to give me around 0.9 ohms, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be something around there. 0.7 to 0.9 ohms, okay? So what are we going to do? You're going to use 2.5 millimeter drill bit, okay? A 2.5. I'm going to be using my coil key. And a 2.5, if you guys can see it here, it's the third one, okay? So you count 1, 2, 3. We're going to be using this one, which is a 2.5. You can find this key in any local store also, okay? It costs you around $2 or $3, that's it. And I really enjoy using this. So we're going to be doing the 2.5 millimeter. And it's really about the wraps. As many wraps as you want. I'm going to be doing 7 wraps, but this is how I wrap, okay? Grab one tip. That first one doesn't count, okay? If you can see, it's like 2 wraps here, but I'm only counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and what you guys want here is one piece of your coil facing one way and the other piece facing the other way, okay? You don't want them both facing the same side. You want one on each side. But this one I'm going to pull out. Like I said, the first one doesn't count, so we'll be left with 7. So what you do here, to have a nice wrap, you just push one out, okay? Let it go all the way around, and there I go. I got my 7 wraps, okay? Using like this Clapton coil or twisted wire, it's not as tight as using like your stainless steel wire or your Canthal wire. But this one, it takes a bit longer to heat up your coil. That's why I like it, because it seems like you get more flavor out of a Clapton or a twisted wire. Okay guys, so that's why I'm using this one. Okay, now here comes the hardest part. What you need to do here now is you have to put one of these facing down, okay? So you're gonna grab your tweezers right here and you're gonna turn it, put it right at the tip. This is really important, okay guys? It's really hard to show on the camera, but just twist it down, that's it, okay? Twist it down on one side, okay? Now what you're gonna do, try to fix it the best you can. Make sure when you put this one down, it doesn't really matter on this one though, but try not to be touching the wrapped coil, okay? See, it's not touching. So what you're gonna do now is grab your deck and slide it on one side. Sorry guys, I can't show it on camera because I have to be looking at the holes. Okay, but you slide it on one side, you see? All the way through, all the way, as far as you can. Okay, it went all the way through, see that? Okay, and if you want, you can tighten this one down already. Okay, so now let's tighten it. It's all the way through. See if I can see this. That lead is tightened down. Now you grab this lead. That's why I left it longer. I can take out the key. I'm going to put it on the other side. Grab this one and slide it in the bottom of the other one, okay? The other hole. Facing the opposite direction, okay guys? I don't want to lose that wrap. Okay, there it is. Always leave your key on the inside. So, you guys see that? You put one facing this way. When you wrapped it, you put one inside through here. And now the other one facing the other way, okay? Now all you got to do is tighten it up. I know you guys can't see that, I'm sorry guys, but on camera it's really hard. Just tighten it up. First I'm going to see how it looks. You can try doing it with 3 millimeters, but I seen it work better with 2.5 millimeters. Okay, and it's going to come out something like this. Okay. I can always tighten up the coil when I heat it up, which I will. But for now, that's pretty good. Now I can cut my leads, which is really simple to cut your leads. You don't have to do dual coils. Imagine that you guys like dual coils. Okay, you want to put down your ohms. You usually build one coil on one side, one on the other, right? So all you have to do, don't use Clapton wire, of course. Use Canthal wire and double wrap your Clapton wire. Okay, do like a parallel. Do a dual coil in one coil. You understand? Yeah, that's about it. I'll cut it down to half. If you guys want me to do a build with a dual coil, like a dual wrap, I can do a dual wrap for you guys. Just put it down in the comments and I'll give you guys a dual wrap, which is really easy to do. Okay, it seems kind of centered. At least from here it looks like it. Let me turn on the machine. Okay, let me bring up the power. Start out around 30 watts, I guess. $30 It's giving me 0.86 ohms right there. If you guys can see it right here. Right here. 0.86 ohms. We fire up. Looks good to me. Right on the first shot. Okay? Well, now all you do is put your cotton in. So let's get some cotton in this baby. Okay guys, so all we need is now is a piece of cotton. Get some cotton in here. Slide it through the middle. Okay. Not too tight, not too loose. Okay, play around with it a little. That's it. Cut it down. Fluff it up a little. Put it in. Leave it nice and loose. Got a lot of space on the sides now, okay? No problem at all. Now just wick it up. I'm going to be using this Lindbergh California e-juice. This one is a blueberry yogurt. Really, really good. Maximum VG on this one, guys. It's really good. I'll be doing a review on their full line next week. So all you do is juice it up. And we're ready to rock and roll. And like I said, now we're going to have, well, on the velocity tank, RDA, we have juice coming on all over the sides, right? But yeah, instead of having two coils, you have one single coil working as two coils, okay? You get airflow from one side to the other, and vapor production coming out right through the middle, straight to your lungs. See how she fires up? Seems like a beast to me. Okay, let's go back up to FaceTime. Let me vape on it so you guys can see the vapor production off the velocity with this single coil build. And yeah, we'll call it a wrap. See you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, so that was my close and personal with the tutorial on a coil build for the Velocity RDA style decks. Okay, any RDA that has two post holes or the original Velocity, you can do this build, and I'm going to tell you guys, I promise you, you get a lot of airflow, a lot more airflow than what you had before, a lot more vapor production, and a lot more flavor. And one thing that I didn't show you close up, when you want to refill, right, when you want to drip, it's going to go directly to your coil, okay? It's not going to hit your cotton and then suck up to your coils. When you drip on this baby now, it's going to drip directly to your coils, so yeah. Your cotton gets nice and soaked right after the first drop. Let me take a hit off this so you guys can see it. I'm at 50 watts. The coil is a 0.86 like I showed you up close. And it's 6.56 volts. The airflow, this is all I have open on the airflow. I don't even have the eyes open, okay? But yeah, let's open up the eyes. Let's see what she does. And let's bring her up, I don't know. Let's bring her all the way up to 60 watts. Hell, let's go all the way up to 75 watts. Let's see how she vapes. 75 watts, okay? Hell yeah. Whew. That's power right there, man. A lot of airflow. It's not a hot vape. It's like at 75 watts, it's a sort of warm vape, okay? It's not hot because, like I said, it's a lot of airflow. I like vaping it at 50 watts with this coil. Around 50. Yeah. Awesome taste, guys. Okay, so in here you have the Hobo version 2 from Tobacco, and I'm vaping this one at 40 watts. So because it's smaller, don't forget, again, I'll show you guys, I guess like this. When you drip, it goes directly to your coil, straight to the middle. And I don't even have the airflow all the way open on this one, okay? It's halfway. That's how I like to vape on this. I don't even open it all the way. So let me take a hit off of this one for you guys. on a little hobo, version 2. Awesome, awesome, awesome vape. Okay guys, so that's what I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope to see you on my next review. Next it will be a review, okay? It's not going to be a tutorial, it will be a review. And it's going to be on e-juice. I have a really good e-juice to show you guys that comes from the United States also, okay? So see you guys all on my next one. Don't forget you guys stay safe, rock on, and vape hard. Viper Vapor is out.